Stalls are back, they're off and running now. True Blonde has gone away with Pride of Piemont down on the inside. They've bounced away okay. And they're going to split up into different divisions. Over to the flat side here in Abrazar showing speed with Amadeo. With those over on the inside, Mr. Selby, and also going with those is Minimal. It's over on the flat rail and Tercetto. Now down the grandstand rail and showing speed here is Singer in the Rain. Going up now with Mr. Miller and True Blonde is hard on the outside fence. Tercetto about 4 in. Further back, Randy's Rancher, followed by Lord of the Pines. Pride of Piemont off the bit at the moment. Further back, Conradin, and last of all is Look for Mars. 400 metres to go. Over on the flat side, Amadeo, a half Conradin. 2 further back, then Mr. Selby. They're followed by Abrazar and Tercetto. Grandstand side. Favourite in front, True Blonde on the outside, being tackled by Singer in the Rain. Then further back, Mr. Piemont from Tercetto. Over on the inside, they're in front, Conradin getting up to Amadeo. Down the outside, True Blonde. Conradin, Amadeo. True Blonde is pegging them back out wide. Down to the post. True Blonde out wide, gets up to win. I'd say from probably Conradin back to the inside, and Amadeo further back to the outside, Pride of Piemont. Then Randy's Rancher further back. Then in the field came Minimal. Minimal over on the inside there with Amadeo. Further back then came Mr. Selby. Abrazar followed by Conradin. Well back in the race then Monde Rouge followed by Singer in the Rain. Look for Mars behind those Lord of the Pines, and Mr. Miller pulling up pretty quickly in company with Tercetto.
Across the line, 16.54, 16 True Blonde. It looks like at 3 even 170. Now that's out wide from 5 Conradin, which should make the trifectas rather healthy at 23.20, and 14 Amadeo at 4.60. 16 in the frame for first.
Okay, 16 True Blonde on Super Tab 291.50. Number 5 Conradin to pay 21.60, and 4 Amadeo $4.20. Okay, that's all the information we're getting from Melbourne at the moment. We'll be back to confirm those placings soon. We have a late scratching Brisbane.
We're off and running now. Down on the inside, Appreciable and El Ticino. Pipeline Miss bounced out quickly. Arabian Poppy and Royal Mystique further out. Majestic Miss getting back now from Anishka, followed by Elsie Armour, who was checked and went back through the field. Missing sheets around it from Robley Lass, followed by Telek Toff. Goldview back on the inside of a line and 2 then to Australis Bazaar and Our Spanish Eyes. Into the back they go, and Arabian Poppy work to the front now. A length and a half to Appreciable, followed by Missing Sheets. Back in the middle, Anishka. 1.5 further back in the race. Then came on the inside Pipeline Miss there, followed by El Ticino. Wonder Royal Mystique, a length then a Majestic Miss. 1.5 Elsie Armour, a half Telek Top from Robley Lass. Then Lumpy's Princess, who's got a fair way back now. Behind it a line from Goldview, and 2 then to Australis Bazaar on the inside of Our Spanish Eyes. Coming down to the 900 metre mark. Missing Sheets goes up on the outside of Arabian Poppy. 2 to Appreciable running third. A half Anishka running fourth. 2 for the back Pipeline Miss. Telek Top is deep around the outside of Royal Mystique. 1 for the back Elsie Almar. Pulled to the outside a line, followed by Majestic Miss, El Ticino, Lumpy's Princess, then Robley Lass. A fair way back Goldview, Our Spanish Eyes, and 2 to Australis Bazaar. 600 out on the turn. Arabian Poppy a neck in front of Missing Sheets the outside. Appreciable behind those, followed by Telek Toff. Back to the inside Pipeline Miss. Then came out in the middle of the track would have been Royal Mystique, being tailed home now by Lumpy's Princess. Back behind it as they run to the 300. Arabian Poppy got 2 lengths in front. Royal Mystique coming at it quickly, and on the outside a line is finishing well. A line out deep on the track getting up to Royal Mystique, and now Robley Lass coming into the picture. They're followed by Australis Bazaar from a mile back. Robley Lass got to the front now, kick clear. Goldview into the clear now with Australis Bazaar, but Robley Lass in front, and Robley Lass wins 2 lengths. Second home Australis Bazaar, a nose third Goldview. Then further back in the race came Lumpy's Princess, followed by Royal Mystique. Then a line, Our Spanish Eyes. Further back, Majestic Miss. Pipeline Miss, Telek Toff. The outside would have been Elsie Almar. A gap, then Arabian Poppy. Then Missing Sheets, followed by Appreciable. Anishka well back, and El Ticino down towards the tail.
And across the line after the third at Flemington, 7 Robley Lass at 14.90, 4.40, 2 Australis Bazaar, 4 even, and 3 Goldview at 3.20. 7, 2 and 3, and other details to follow after race 3 at Flemington.
7 Robley Lass to pay $16 and 4.80, 2 Australis Bazaar 4.30, and 3 Goldview $3.20.
Kingston Rule gets out. Kingston Rule gets...
Miracle has a man. Cafe on the outside began nicely. Lady Bureaucrat is showing speed. thank goodness. They're all heading to the outside fence, the grandstand side. And it's a bunch field as they settle down after travelling 150 metres. It's a Miracle is just off the pace. Comedy Cafe is going very quickly. Comedy Cafe shows the way. Such a Pleasure is just off the speed. Moving up on the outside is Polite Society. Getting into a good spot there too is Tue, who's going forward. Just behind them next is Such a Pleasure, and Lady Bureaucrat and Lady Capel in behind them. Just inside the 600-metre point now, and the pacemaker at Such a Pleasure. Such a Pleasure, scraping paint on the fence, leads narrowly. Comedy Cafe is running second. Tue is up, tackling them 3 wide. Lady Capel is pulled to the outside, and she's starting to run on. Just behind them there is Honest to Goodness. Now, Comedy Cafe is in front. Such a Pleasure is under pressure. Lady Bureaucrat is just behind them, and Pluie's in that bunch as well. Comedy Cafe's in front with 100 metres to go. She drew clear. She's a length in front of Plue, followed by Lady Bureaucrat, and Comedy Cafe is going to be too good in the run to the post. Comedy Cafe first, Plue second, Lady Bureaucrat third, followed in by Polite Society, and then Bell Band. Such a Pleasure just behind them, followed by Magic Turn, and It's a Miracle. Lady Capel didn't go on with it over the final part, and one of the last to pull up was Honest to Goodness.
Number 1, Comedy Cafe, 11.50, 3.10. Number 3, Plue at 1.90. 6, Lady Bureaucrat to pay $2.
1 Comedy Cafe Super Tab, 11.60, 3.30. 3 Plue to return $1.90. And for third, number 6, Lady Bureaucrat to pay $2.20.
Comedy Cafe beginning very quickly and crossing over close to the rails, the outside rails that is. And she kicked on strongly at the end. Plue went with her. And Plue fought on well over the final part, but couldn't match it with Comedy Cafe, and Comedy Cafe has got the prize. She's by Rory's Jester out of Larger Than Life, without fee of mare, so a real Lindsay Park product there, Comedy Cafe. This race by the Lindsay Park Stud Syndicate, the manager Colin Hayes, trained by Peter Hayes and was ridden by Dan Nikolic, and that's a double for Dan, is it? Yes, it's a winning double for Danny Nikolic today. Plue second by Nanya Tara. Out at the vain mare Rain Dress, Jim Mason, Flemington the trainer, Mark Flaherty the rider, and third was Lady Bureaucrat by Bureaucracy out of Explanation, trained by Warwick Hales at Hawkesbury, and was ridden by Darren Beedman. 1, 3 and 6. Now here are the tote dividends. The winner number 1.
Now Arrogant Prince. And they're racing now. They've gone away in a good line. High Stream straight out the back. Warrasan away quickly with Pride Rock, and Bazile Bayers up looking for the lead. Just as they settle behind those Hawksmoor, Orion going up on the inside. Lord Quickstep caught a little bit deep. Then Arrogant Prince back along the inside of it. Then was Zar Hero. Belzic a long way back with Cyrinog and High Stream last. Bazile Bay clears them now as they go to the 1,000-metre mark. Opens up a break of 2.5 lengths over Silence Prevails. Over on the outside, third, Hunker Magic. Fourth is Pride Rock. Then Hawksmoor out deep. Between those runners, Warrasan as they come to the turn. Lord Quickstep midfield with Orion. Over on the outside, Aragon Prince as they come to the turn. Then Olakai, who's a fair way back with Diamond Duke, Zar Hero, Siri Nelg. Well back then comes Belzic, and last of all, High Stream. 600 metres out, and the New South Wales visitor Bazile Bay in front by 2 lengths to Silence Prevails. Over on the outside is Hawksmoor battling away. Hunker Magic, Orion on the inside from Pride Rock. Deeper out then is Lord Quickstep, and with it comes Olakai, and then Warrasan, but Bazile Bay 350 out, still by 2.5 to Silence Prevails, and he kicked right away. He's clear. Second placing Hawksmoor battling away. Lord Quickstep on the outside, and Siri Nelgan further back. Zar Hero for Bazile Bay 150 out, is a mile in front. Hawksmoor, Orion, Zar Hero battling out the minors, but he's a good horse, this bloke. Bazile Bay wins by 6 lengths. Second Hawksmoor, third in Orion, then Zar Hero. Siri Nelg, Lord Quickstep didn't fire a shot. Behind it, Arrogant Prince. Then came Diamond Duke back with on the inside there. High Stream, Belzig, Warrasan, Hunker Magic, Silence Prevails, Pride Rock, Olakai, and last in was Greenwich.
Winner there, number 8, Bazile Bay, 2.30, 1.50, 3 Hawksmoor, 2.80, and 4 Orion at 2.50.
Number 8, Bazile Bay Super Tab, 2.30, 1.40. Number 3, Hawksmoor to return 2.90, and 4 Orion, 3.40.
For the horseman, he said this horse is a champion in the making. And he has just treated that field, which was a pretty good field. They're a good class of horse in there. He just totally brained them. He's run 122.1, which is only 0.5 outside the track record. And when he extended just after turning for home, the race was all over.
Yeah, he's something pretty special, Bazile Bay, I think. Very exciting candidate. Race number 2 at Morfordville.
Okay, let's update Adelaide, then a further look at the Foster's Melbourne Cup. Race 2 in Adelaide. Number 1,
They're off and running now. It's a Dane away quickly with Gift Bouquet. Durham is going straight back to the flat side. Satelic Dual Strike going with it in company with Danajaya. When they settle down, coming down the outside here, It's a Dane is being headed quickly now by Walnut, who's going fast. And on the grandstand rail out here, Walnut is showing great speed to lead out now 2 lengths to It's a Dane, followed by Petite Falou. Sal Regal just off the fence. Further back in the race then, behind those would have been Greygo. Then Chicago Clip. Further back then came Diamond King. In front of those is Melbourne Park. Over on the flat side here, and it's Durham Satelic. 2 in front of Dual Strike, Danajaya. 2 lengths back behind those is Stenard. They're the 5 over on the flat side. Grandstand rail. Walnut out there in front. Walnut's over a length in front now from It's a Dane. Gift Bouquet, honourable mention. Further back then came at the head of the other, Sal Regal. Walnut on the outside, but over on the flat side, hitting the front clearly, is Danajaya. Danajaya in front of Walnut. Danajaya in front, and Danajaya beats Walnut, I'd say. Third maybe Satelic, back to the outside, honourable mention. Then further back Stenar, and they're followed by Satelic, pulling up quickly in company with Durham. Behind those, Dual Strike to the outside rail, and there it's a Dane from Gift Bouquet, followed by Chicago Clip. Well back Rouge Fur, followed by Diamond King. Sal Regal well back with Melbourne Park, Greygo and Petite Falou.
Winner there, number 3, Danajaya, 790, 270. I'll have the judge calls on the photo officially note. Number 2, Walnut, 150, maybe Satelic. Number 10 at 470. 3 is the winner.
Number
3, Danajaya to return $6.90, $2.20 on the Super Tab. Number 2, Walnut to return $1.50, and 10, Satelic to pay $4.70. Treble 183, $127.90.
The flat side, number 10, and that's Satelic. Number 10, Satelic gets third back on the flat side. 3, 2 and 10. 3, 2 and 10. Just gets in here, Danajaya, number 3. Oliver and 4 others went to the flat side, the grandstand rail, the rest of the brigade there. And without any doubt at all, there is dead set a nose between the 2 sides of the track here today. They're as close as equal as you'd find. And this one has scored by probably about a nose on the post, and Danajaya. Margin looked a little bigger, but it's just got in from Walnut. Third is number 10, Satelic, and 4th in is number 8. And that is honourable mention back to the grandstand rails.
3, 2, 10 in.
They're racing. Oh, Vesti missed the jump away. Vesti's missed it about 2 or 3 lengths, and Court Dancer can't go early. Pimpani, one of the first out, led from Lady of the Matter going quickly. Gimmick is right there with them, and Notorious pushing up on the inside. Further back than Razorblade. They're followed back behind those when they settle into stride by Smidgen. And coming down the side here, and it's Gimmick just in front of Lady of the Matter. 2 further back Pimpani, 1.5 further back Smidgen, Razorblade. 2 to Mary Bell. They're followed back on the inside by Hit and Giggle. A length and a half Jingle Bells, Lady Lexus, Caniana, followed further back in the race by Kirkberg, Court Dancer. Vesti is tacked onto the main body of the field with Fleischer. The leader is Gimmick now at the 650-metre mark, about a neck in front of Lady of the Matter. Off the fence and right behind them, Pimpani about to peel to the outside from Smidgen. Then Razorblade. Further back in the race, Vesti right off the track around Jingle Bells and Mirabelle. Coming around the home turn, 5.50 to go. Gimmick on the inside under pressure. Lady of the Matter just in front. Further out is Pimpani. Razorblade trying to push out. They're followed by Smidgen. Back behind them, Lady Lexus, Mirabelle, Jingle Bells and Vesti. Across the track now, and Smidgen moving up on the outside with Razorblade. Making a line of 3, Pimpani. 2 further back, Caniana to the clear. Coming home well. Caniana finishing hard. Razorblade, Smidgen. Tackled by Caniana. Caniana swept to the front now. Drew away from Smidgen. Razorblade and Court Dancer out wide, but Caniana scores 2 lengths to Smidgen. Place for third, it's Court Dancer out wide, or back on the inside, Razorblade. Then Hit and Giggle. Fleischer made ground from Lady Lexus. Pimpani didn't go on for Mirabelle. Jingle Bells further back, Lady of the Manor, Kirkberg. Well back was Vesti, who missed the jump away, and Frankie's back at the tail on Gimmick.
Winner there, number 12, Caniana, through the double. It'll return a dividend of $194.60, $31.70 and $8.20 for win and place. Number 3, Smidgen, $2.80, 17 Prominent for third, Court Dancer, $5.70.
Okay, number 12, Caniana to return on the Super Tab, $28.30 and $8 even. 3, Smidgen, place dividend $2.60, 17. Court Dancer has got third, $5.90.
3 and 17 after the photo for the minors. Smidgen gets second. And third out wide is Court Dancer, number 17. It's 12, 3, 17. Razorblade is a close fourth.
All right, Brian, 12, 3, 17. We'll have totes in just a moment. Opening your...
Things on